What is up, peoples of the internet? We are back with the Arsenal, which is where I review some aspect of a game, and I bring it to you guys to talk about it, and, hopefully you can add that to your arsenal. Haha, no pun intended. Anyway, before we get into it, I just want to say on my last video where I asked you guys, what do you like more, the philosophy or the gameplay videos? You were incredibly nice, incredibly supportive of the philosophy stuff, so I'm going to keep going. I took like 1 to 2 days, just chilled out, and now we're back with the Arsenal. Anyway, we're going in on the SPAS-12. I hope you guys enjoy. I'm running simply with a full choke. That is it. That's how we're rolling with this bad boy. Now, the SPAS-12 is actually one of my favorite weapons for a very specific reason. When I use the QBS, I notice that it takes 2 shots to the body to kill someone at least very, very close range. With the SPAS, however, it only takes 1 shot. So that means I can go boom, lay him out, boom, lay him out, boom, lay him out. I mean, you can get a lot of kills very quickly with this weapon. And because of the fact that it has 9 bullets in the magazine, haha, see, magazine, not clip. In the magazine, it's brutal. I mean, you can just lay waste to the entire team. And you don't even really have to worry about reloading, which I love. I completely love that about this weapon. Now, I gotta say, there are some flaws with the shotgun that need to be pointed out. One, the fire rate is not that good. I cannot shoot this gun as fast as I want, and, that's all good. But the second flaw is that it's not entirely accurate. So, for instance, if I'm shooting a guy, sometimes the bullets will go a little bit too far to the left or too far to the right, maybe within a little bit outside of the reticule. I mean, the bullets do not always go where the circle is, and that's weird to me. You guys, I mean, my aim might just suck, I don't know, but I'm using a full choke here, so this thing should be dead-on accurate. And I can understand, in Battlefield there's a little bit of realism, so the gun's gonna waver a little bit, but I don't have any control of that. I don't get a sense of, whether the dude is aiming more to the left than to the right. The reticule is my only indication of where the gun's aiming. So, if the spaz is literally, no pun intended, spazzing out, then I can't control the gun. So, it's very weird to me, especially when I get in a shotgun fight with another full auto shotgun like a QBS, I'll lose every time. Because unless I hit that first shot, unless I'm dead on accurate with my first shot, I lose. So, this is actually a pretty good gameplay of mine, but, I've had other games. I actually had a game right previously to this one where I had 44 kills and, like, almost 20 deaths, and it was simply because every time I'd shoot my gun, it would either go too far to the left or too far to the right. Maybe my aim sucks. Maybe I need glasses. I don't know. But it felt very weird to me, and I knew that my reticule was right on him. I said, okay, he should be getting shot, but he's not. It's not a netcode thing. It's not a lag thing. It's just the way the game is. So, in terms of the type of play style that you should have with the SPAS-12, it's weird. Because of the fact that it's inaccurate, if you decide to push people, if you decide to be aggressive and get in people's faces, you're taking a risk. Because if that first shot does not hit them, good luck, man. You don't have a full auto shotgun. It's boom, 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 boom. And that's a lot of time in between shots. That's a lot of time. So, if you miss, sorry, it's lights out. But if you decide to be a little campier, a little more passive, wait around corners a little bit more, then you might almost be more effective because, if a guy doesn't see you when he runs through a doorway, you can put out 2 shots before he sees you. So, I think being a little bit more passive will help you out. I don't think rushing will. I've tried to be really aggressive with the spaz, doesn't work. Being super aggressive with the spaz, sometimes it'll work, sometimes I can be incredibly accurate. That's just because the gun is, it's on point, and then other times it's not. So, be a little bit more passive, be a little bit more tactical. Shotguns, for the most part, are pretty strong. So, I wouldn't worry too much about it. But for the most part, it really is a great gun. Now, that pretty much wraps up this part of the video, guys. I just, did a quick review of the weapon. There's really not much else to say about it. Be careful when using it. Make sure that, if you're going to be aggressive, make sure you hit the shot, and that's just impossible to do anyway. So just be careful when using this weapon. It's incredibly powerful, only takes 1 shot to kill you. By the way, my secondary was the 93R and the V40 minis. Now, The next part of this video, which I have to touch on, is really kind of a follow-up to the question that I asked you guys the other day. You know, I asked, do you guys like philosophy or gameplay videos more? And for the most part, all of you said philosophy, which really blew me away. I've seen a few other, big YouTubers who decided to, do like philosophy type stuff, and, they get tons of hate. Or, like Xjaws, that's a perfect example of somebody who, he tries to do his, like, philosophy type stuff, and he just gets ripped a new asshole. It's crazy to watch. And, I'm sitting here like, the ideas that he talks about are not completely crazy, but he does kind of sound like he's on drugs. But that's not the point. That's not the point. The point is that you guys have been incredibly receptive, so I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing. I have a pretty good schedule of content, and that's just going to keep flowing. I'm getting on point with the schedule. I'm not, like, 100% set in stone with it. But the schedule as of now is, I have a few days of gameplay videos like The Arsenal or The Art of War. And then I have other video series like Beneath the Surface or Out of the Dark, where I'm talking about cool ideas, I'm taking stuff from the news, or I'm talking about an idea, and that's really my main goal. So, thank you for all the support. There was tons of comments. I was blown away by how awesome you guys were. Anyway, that pretty much wraps it up for me. I just want to say thank you guys so much for being awesome. I hope you enjoyed this video. By the way, I'm going to be kind of all over the place in terms of reviews. I'll review a submachine gun, maybe tomorrow or maybe the next day. It really depends. Don't worry, we got a whole schedule of content. It's all good, but I'm not going in any consistent order for weapon reviews. We'll see what happens, man. We're just flying by. We'll see what happens. Anyway, take it easy, guys. I love all of you. Peace.